Place the sheet on the workbench with the protective film facing upwards and inspect for any damage. The protective film should remain on the sheet throughout the installation process. Slightly bevel the edge of the sheet to remove any burr. Using your previous calculations, measure up from the bottom edge and mark the datum line on the front face of the sheet. Take all measurements from the wall and transfer these to the sheet. Cut or trim the sheet as necessary with a jigsaw circular saw or fine-tooth handsaw, making sure it is well supported to reduce any stress whilst it is being cut. After cutting, plane the edges of the sheet to leave a clean finish. Once the sheet has been prepared, dry fit this to the substrate to check your work. Offer it to the wall and align the datum line on the sheet to the line on the wall. Visually check there is a 2 to 3 mm expansion gap between all the abutments and pipework. This allows for expansion in the material, as the gap will be filled later with silicone sealant. By checking your work at this stage, any final adjustments can be made. Next, place the sheet face down on the bench and thoroughly clean the back with trade cleaning wipes. Mark the back of the panel to make sure when the tape is applied, the tape is clear from the transition trim. Apply the double-sided tape to the back of the sheet to correspond with the W165 primer that was applied to the wall earlier. The tape must be held back to 20 mm from the edge of the sheet to allow room for joint strips to be fitted later. If a hidden transition strip is to be used for the wall floor joint, the tape must be positioned 20 mm up from the bottom of the sheet to allow room for the trim to be installed. And the Altro Whiterock sheet overlaps the top of the skirting by 50 mm. In this situation, the double-sided tape must be positioned up from the bottom of the sheet and should correspond to the primer on the wall. In a shower area, it is essential the floor is fitted first.